Hey everybody, what's going on? OGK here, back with another video, and today it's another hatching video. So some of the people in the guild, mostly Batter, have been requesting more hatching videos. So instead of hatching them offline and posting them on Twitter, I decided, hey, let's do another hatching video, and let's show you guys live what the results are going to be. I have 8 eggs hatching right now. We have Topaz, we have Jinx, we have a spicy support that I'll talk about as well. And there's some bonus content as well after the hatching, so if you want to stick around and see what else I got going on, please do. Let's hop right in. Alrighty, now we're into the inventory here. You can see I'm in my app.axie. You can see I've got about, looks like I have 12 eggs at the moment that are cooking. 8 of those eggs are ready to hatch right now. So let's hop in and let's get it started. The first couple that we're hatching here, it looks like we have... it's a beast and a mech, and we're trying to hatch Topaz here, but ideally, in a perfect world, it'll hatch with bumpy square teeth. That's the I guess the nicest version that we can possibly hope for from these particular Topaz Axies. Looks like I only have 2 of those. I think I grabbed the mech off the market to get just the mech body type for my build. I needed a mech body. I'm kind of forward thinking to Mystic Era a little bit. The second set of eggs that I got here, it's going to be some Jinx Axies. Spicy Aqua for Epic with calcium armor is my thought process with this one. And then breeding it with a Jinx Yak that I hatched in the last... I don't know if it was in the last set or if it was 2 batches ago, but yeah, breeding the Yak and the Aqua. I actually bred both of these. So anyways, I think there's 3 of those. 3 of those? Yeah. So we got 3 of those Jinx Axies, and then looks like we got some more Topaz. Honestly, I didn't want to breed an ant instead of a Nemo, but I had the Axies in my inventory, so I just figured might as well just go for it. What do we got? 3? Is there 4 of these ones? Only 3. Only 3. Okay, so while the morphs are being processed, those are the 8 eggs that we're hatching right now. So go through them again. We got 3 of the Topaz, and then we got, 2 Topaz, and then 3 Jinx, and then 3 more Topaz at the end. So 8 in total. And then I'll show you guys the other 4 eggs that I am working on. So this is a backline Rage Beast. I wasn't sure what the best backliner was going to be for Glorious Mane. I knew Glorious Mane was going to be strong, but I didn't know what the best backline was going to be for it. So I took a shot breeding this one. Ideally, I'll get Tiny Dino. I think Tiny Dino is the best tail on that Rage backliner, with Peas, Axie Kiss, Branch. I mean, Believer sells for more, but I guess it kind of depends on your strategy. Because, like, if you want to Rage, you don't want to use up your Rage stacks because it's going to take longer for you to obviously go into Fury mode. So, I like Nyan as well. I think it's a decent option. Anyways, these are some of the spicy supports that I was talking about. I'm sure people have started to realize that Glorious Mane is at the top of the leaderboard. And I think the best way to play that build is with a Taunt Axie, at least 1, maybe even 2 Taunt Axies. So I took 2 different Taunt Axies here, and I'm trying to hatch either Ant or Cattail with Zeal Eyes would be perfect. Pagona's nice to get the Taunt as well, so there's 3 Taunt possibilities on this. And I bred 3 of those as well, so those will probably come in. I mean, if the parts come out nice, it'll probably be in my build towards the end of season, but we'll see what happens here. I'm still playing Topaz at the moment, but anyways. back to number 1. Let's see if it's ready. It is ready. It looks like it's okay. It's not bad, I guess. I like it when my Axies have at least 4 attack cards. Some people really high on the leaderboard only run 3 attack cards. I feel like, yeah, this one just doesn't have, it's short an attack card. At least 1, maybe even 2. The antenna is nice because the antenna has banish as well, so it kind of combos well. You wouldn't want confident. Some people might make an argument that you could use confident in this build, but it doesn't work too well on this Axie, so I don't know. This will be a sell. This will be a sell. Checking out the Jinz quickly. The R1. Even the R1's not great. Yeah, this is probably just a straight sell. Probably just try to get whatever I can for this. I'd probably start it at like 0.0199, and I'll just let it go down to like 0.0069 or something like that, 0.0089, and just try to get like 10 or 15 bucks back for it at the least, but try to get the most. Number 2, please be good. Oh no, it's close. It's close. The tail though. Oh no. I kind of like the leaf bug square teeth. Bumpy in the R1 too. This one was so close. This one was really nice. Almost. Those were kind of like a long shot. Like I said, they were just chilling in my inventory, so I thought I'd give it a shot. The other one, so it'll probably be a sell because it's got post-flight. Ooh, this is spicy. I mean, the only thing that you would want is Neo over Kataro. But, I mean, one of the parents has Kataro eyes, so it's like, it's kind of to be expected, I guess. I mean, just for a reminder for everybody, just having the part in the dominant slot accounts for 37.5% of the potential possibilities. So the parent having Kataro is pretty common. The rest of this though is pretty cool. Like, I mean, I could definitely see a Jinx player running this with Calcium Armor and it doing very well. Calcium Armor is very good. Arguably might be the best shield rune in this era. Arguably. What do we got number 2? We got Kataro again. We also got Spiky. What is this? This is just like... So this is not a Jinx Axie, but this is kind of cool. I really like that it's a black aqua yak, first of all. Like, how rare is a black aqua yak? Like, okay, we're going to have to look that up. We'll add that to the bonus things at the end. We're going to look up how rare a black aqua yak is. I don't even know if I've seen one of those, so I might not sell this just because it looks so freaking cool. I really like how Spiky Wing is white on the back, and then the potato leaf. I don't know, it looks cool. I like this Axie a lot. In terms of actually using this thing, I mean, you can use it, I guess. It would be a pretty cool backline. I just think it lacks damage. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place in terms of parts. I give this one good points on aesthetics. I give it bad points on playability. But I'm probably going to keep this thing just because it's cool. Its jeans are decent as well. It's got Parasite in the R1, Twin Tail in the R1. There's Raven, Inkling, Poppy. It does have a lot of the Jinx parts in the R1. Yeah. I'm happy with this one, even though I don't think it has a lot of value on the market. It just looks cool. Sea Slug ears as well. It's just nice. Happy about that. All right, what's this last one? Neo, Inkling, Garish, Double Talk, Paris. No, I was reading through the parts, and the first 5 were good, and I was like, "This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect." And then the last one is a grass snake and just kills the value on this Axie. Didn't even get Tadpole in the jeans at all. That's unfortunate. This one looks cool too. Garish goes nice with Grass Snake. And I think it complements the red well. The ears are kind of out of place, but at least the colors match the double talk. Anyways. Jinz. Double talk is nice. Yeah. Jeans aren't great on this. Jeans aren't great. Not bad, Axie. Overall, what'll I do with this? I'll probably sell it. I don't even think I'll breed it at this point. I actually have some nice bug Jinxes, but at this point, I feel like the value on them is like, it's starting to get close to the breed cost. So I feel like by the time my eggs hatch, the breed cost will be very similar to the floor price. Yo, this is spicy. So this is supposed to be a Topaz. Obviously, Topaz, you want to have Nemo instead of Cottontail. But, I mean, if you're going to get a different tail that's not Nemo, Cottontail's a pretty good one to have. Raven's not ideal. It's okay. Bumpy Goldfish in the jeans. And also, Inno came out perfect. And Topaz also came out perfect. So, I mean, the jeans on this one are good enough to breed. I hope somewhere I can hit like a bumpy square teeth and start getting that line going. It's been really hard to pull through the bumpy square teeth jeans with like floor Axies. That's what I've been trying to do. Come on. Give it to me right here. No, not good. But, I mean, spicy. I like the garish on this, and the fact that you can Inno the ant with the leaf bug as well. I mean, ideally you don't want to have attack cards. I do like having garish, but yeah. I mean, this was supposed to be a Topaz Axie. It came out more as a sustain Axie. That was a worry when I went with these parents, with the ant being on one of the tails. But I mean, Inno ant is always kind of spicy. It basically, like, if you have Inno ant, it forces your opponent to go through whatever Axie has that. Like, if that Axie's in the front, they have to go through front. If that Axie's in the back, they have to go through back. So I mean, it's useful. I might have missed the last one. While that one's going on, I'm gonna open another window here. We can refresh this, and we can take a look at all the hatches together. I mean, the Jinxes, I think, were the ones that came out the best. Really, there's a couple parts that were missed on them, but overall, I think the Jinxes came out best. I like this bug as well. I don't want to hover the mouse over it because it'll disappear, but the bug that has the cottontail, I do really like that. But in terms of the other Topaz, I think they're all pretty much floor Topaz, which is like very similar to the breeding cost. I'll like break even on those. And that's if they sell. If they sell, I'll break even. If they don't sell, then I will add to this number, which, I don't sell as many Axies as I probably should. I also, I have the scholarship program up and running again. So, I guess technically 3 people are using my Axies. Yo. Why couldn't it be bumpy? This is the last Topaz Axie, by the way. Square teeth came through really strong, which is nice. Garish in the jeans is good. I mean, you've started to see some people playing Cottontail in this build. The Cottontail that they usually play, though, they usually play it with Endless Anger, and they play it with like a handful of damage cards. I mean, for damage cards, we only have Topaz, Square Teeth, Scarab, so we're a bit low on damage. I mean, this actually might be the most valuable one, though, that we hatched. I mean, unless you're going off the aesthetics of that one yak. That one might be able to get the most value, especially with Mystic Era coming up. But anyways, what I wanted to say is going through some of the bonus stuff. So I've mentioned this before. I like to shop floor. I just think it's I don't know, it's just like a fun hobby to just like go through floor axes and just like try to find value. I didn't shop like too aggressively today. I kind of just like had the page open while I was working and was refreshing periodically, and if I saw something I just snagged it. So I'm gonna go through a couple floor axes that I snagged that I think are good value. I think you could potentially flip these, and the thing when you flip floor axes is like it's really easy to turn like a point. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click on that part. I meant to click on this. Really easy to turn like a 0.001 that I got this for into a 0.002, right? So typically when I buy these, I'll either use them on a Scholar account for extra energy, or I'll list them a bit higher. You can see I have it listed here for 0.19. That's how I keep track of like what I have it like my internal value. I've started like listing prices on stuff. But like if it sells for this price, I basically double minus the marketplace fee what I paid, right? And to be honest, this number is rounded up because the floor price is even lower than this. So if I sell for this, I more than double. But what I usually do, and maybe I'll just open another window because I want to continue to show you guys the floor axes, but I'll show you my listings, and it's kind of like how I keep track now. So I go into my for sale, right? And I sort everything by the price. So you can go by higher or lower, whatever you prefer. I like to look at highest just to see like what are my highest value axes on the market. I think that's kind of cool. But for the sake of what I'm talking about right now, I'm gonna go sort by the lowest. And you can see here my personal floor. Like I won't sell an Axie for less than 0.0039. And I mean, if I get offers for less than this, I won't accept them. So basically, like these all were floor Axies at one time, or they're leftover Axies that I just like have in my inventory. That like I haven't released or I haven't put on a Scholar account, and like if somebody wants it, they can pay me this price for it, but like I'm not gonna let an Axie go cheaper than this right now. So like those other ones, even though they're listed for 1.9, if I were to sell it right now, I would list it for 0.039, and if someone wants to pay me that, they can. If not, I'll just leave it in my inventory. Like I don't need to sell it right now. But like if you do need to sell it and make money quick, I mean, decent chance you could get that that 0.0019. So anyways, going back to the other axes, that one was interesting. By the way, I just realized I didn't even talk about the Axie. I was talking more about the concept. But I mean, it came up on the floor. It can death mark the backline. You can also obviously attack backline. I think Gil's in a good spot right now, doing 25 AoE damage and also giving a bubble. And then you have Goldfish, which is a pretty good card, Shoalstar, which is decent as well with the retain, and the 90 damage, which combos well with the kind of like that backline damage that you have. Clear, I think it's really interesting with Axie because typically in card games, draw cards are super powerful. So going into Origins, I loaded up on draw cards, and they just really haven't found their place yet. And I think kind of it's how the mechanic works right now. Like the fact that when you're drawing, you can't recycle your deck. When I think that's, I don't know. Personally, I think that's something that should be cleaned up. I think they'll get to it. I think they just have like a long list of things. Anyways, moving on to Axie number 2 that I grabbed off the floor. It's a nice anemone, double Nemo. Reason why I'm grabbing these is because there's a couple of reasons, but one, I think at some point there's going to be builds that rely on energy bursting, And I think the best way to energy burst at the moment is with aquas, typically with that blunt tooth rune or blunt teeth or whatever. And then the Nemo combos allow you to energy burst really quickly. So I think at some point these will kind of like go up in value. And I think part of the reason why they're floor right now is just because they were overbred back in V2. But I think Lamb's in a good spot. I think Anemone is in a good spot. Jiro's not bad. And then, like I said, the Nemo's just combo for energy. So to get this one for less than 0.001, I'll take it. And I actually grabbed 2 of those because I honestly think like for a brand new player, you could put 3 Anemone on an account and I think it would be fine. Like for starters, obviously it wouldn't be like top 100 leaderboard. It wouldn't be a top 1,000 even, but it would be decent and it would be allow somebody to learn the game. So it might be like a giveaway build or something. This is an Indes bird from V2. I always wanted one of these when I played V2 and they were super expensive back in the day. So when I saw it on the floor, I was just like, all right, I got to grab it. Even if I just keep it for nostalgia or maybe like, I mean, I still believe at some point V2 will make a comeback just because it was so popular. I think they'll like, I don't know if it'll be remastered or something, but like, I think at some point there'll be like a V2. So anyways, I've slowly been like accumulating like V2 Axies. And like I said, this is one that I've always wanted. And when I saw it on the floor, I was just like, okay, I got to grab it. Really high damage cards, obviously for V2. And then nice 0 cost balloon with fear. So the high speed of the bird, if anybody remembers back in V2, allows you to go first. And then you drop the balloon so that your enemies fear and they miss their attack. So it works out to be really well. You can also eggshell for the taunt. And I know there's still a pretty big group of people that want the taunt to come back. So any devs that are listening, put taunt back on eggshell. Just for the nostalgia. We need it. Even if you take 5 damage off. I think this one is another Anemone, so I'm just going to skip it. And then the last one. This is just a beast that just came through the floor. Double nut. I think nut is going to go up in value in the near future. I think there is some nut Axies on the leaderboard. So when I saw an Axie come through with vulnerable, card draw on the early bird, you can see the card here while I talk about it, but it has the card draw, and then the retain on the imp, which is really nice. And imp, honestly, the damage isn't in a bad spot right now. And then we got Ronin, of course, which is always great. And then 2 nuts. So like this actually just kind of synergizes well. And for floor, I don't think you can go wrong for floor. And the other thing that that's going into my thought process when I'm buying these floor Axies is that there's an event coming up and you get 50 points per Axie you release. So if you want to win the event, you could just literally buy floor Axies and just release them. If you want to pay to win the event, I mean, you can. Like, all the power to you. Personally, I am just going to get my 2,000 points. And I'm also going to try to get top 50 in the event. Because in the event, I believe you get a Mystic Charm if you get top 50. So anyways, those are some of the floor Axies I bought recently. I guess there's one more spicy thing I'll show. I just grabbed this earlier tonight, but this is kind of fun. I found this close to floor, $10, 0.005. But remember I was saying how Gil is in a good place right now? Well, I happen to craft Energy Guru, and I have an AoE bird. So my thought process was, I also crafted a Giant Bubble. And Giant Bubble now, I think it's been like this for a couple seasons. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but with Giant Bubble now, you basically can put bubble bombs on all your Axies, which will allow you, obviously, more AoE damage, right? And then with Grandma's Fan, Perch is AoE as well. The access to Giant Bubble plus the AoE cards on this Axie combo really well in an AoE build. So I put this with an AoE bird, and I put it with a an Inno Lamb Cottontail Dawn that has Winghorn and Tri-Feather. And I just started playing that on leaderboard for fun. Honestly, AoE was not on my radar, but I crafted the epic runes, so I was like, hey, let's give it a spin. I was tired of losing because I was still using rare runes with my Topaz build. So anyways, I need something from the starter Axies. And I don't have enough honor medals yet. So anyways, that's where that's at. Is there anything else I want to show you guys right now? I don't know. I don't think there's anything else I got to show at the moment. But if there is anything else you guys want to see, let me know down in the comments, and I will show you guys whatever it is you need to see. Happy to teach, happy to show as always. So I want to say thank you guys and girls for tuning in. Always appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you're watching from. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Later.